What is electrostatics? Electrostatics is the study of the interactions between stationary electrically charged particles. Electrostatic laws deal with the attractive and repelling forces that exist between positive and negative electrical charges. Okay, an important law in electrostatics is Coulomb's law. Coulomb's law states that the magnitude of the electrical force between 2 point charges is directly proportional to the product of their charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them.
Okay, so next we're going to talk about electric fields due to a point charge. So essentially a point charge produces an electric field at all points in space, and this electric field can be found by multiplying Coulomb's constant times the point charge divided by the radius squared. And so these electric field lines show the direction of the electric field at each point, while the spacing of the field lines demonstrate the magnitude, and the field will point towards a negative charge and away from a positive.
Okay, next we have Gauss's law. Gauss's law states that the total electric flux through a closed surface is equal to the total net electric charge inside the surface divided by our electric constant, or the surface integral of the electric field through a surface area A.
Okay, so next we have electric potential energy, which is the amount of work needed to move a charge against an electric field. And this value can be found for a single point charge or for 2 point charges. And in the case of the 2 point charges, the electric potential energy only depends on the distance between the charges and not the path taken. And just to connect it with the electric field is the negative gradient of the electric potential.
Okay, next we'll talk about capacitance. A capacitor consists of two closely spaced conductors that carry opposite charges. Capacitance is the ratio between the charges and the potential differences on or between the conductors.
Okay, lastly we have dielectrics, which are non-conducting materials between a capacitor's conducting plates. And these dielectrics cause the capacitance to increase and the electric field to decrease due to the polarization of the charge within the dielectric, and the new capacitance will equal the dielectric constant, which is unique to each material, times the original capacitance without the dielectric.
All right, before we introduce the concept of electrostatics, let's go ahead and ask a couple of people what they know about the concept. Wait, no. All right, I'm here with
Santa? Hi.
Okay, so what's your understanding of electrostatics?
I don't know. Electrostatics? Is that like when you rub things together?
Yeah, could you go like a little bit more?
Static. I rubbed the balloon on my hair. On the reindeer.
On the reindeer, okay.
Trevor, help me.
Yeah, that's not really what we were looking for, but thank you.
Oh.
I'm here with
Moises Ramirez.
What do you know about Gauss's law?
I know it pretty well.
Okay, so tell us a little bit more about that.
Can you say something?
I have no idea what it is.
Anything about like electrons encircled?
Nope.
So you don't know it very well?
No.
Okay, I'm here with
Kurt.
What do you know about capacitors?
A little bit.
Can you tell us a little bit more?
I know they used one in Back to the Future. Flux capacitor.
Just any kind of capacitor of your choosing.
I think it was amazing.
So who am I here with?
My name's Hunaid.
Okay, Hunaid. So what do you know about like the concept of electrostatics and how it kind of relates to the political and like economic climate of the world?
Literally nothing. I don't know.
I think we keep asking the wrong people. To further understand the importance of electrostatics, we're going to have to zoom down a little bit and look at the forces between atoms and how they hold matter together. Go ahead and follow me to the magical car. All right, so we've made it to the magical car. One thing you need to know about this, it's kind of like the magical school bus. So let's go ahead and get inside of it. All right, we're inside the car now, so let's just go ahead and shrink down. Whoa, it's working. Oh my God. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my God, it worked. Whoa. This is my first time ever doing it. You can see an atom flying by right there. Wow, let's go a little bit closer. Okay. So as you can see here, we have our atom right outside the window, up close and personal. We have the nucleus right here, which has all the protons and neutrons, and the electrons on the outside. These have opposite charges, so they hold the atoms together. That's an electric force. All right, so we're gonna zoom out just a little bit so we can look at multiple atoms at once. So let me just... All right, so now we've zoomed out. And as you can see, now we have two atoms right here, right? These two atoms have a force right between each other. Force of attraction or repulsion, it could be either or. That is F is equal to KQ over R. This electrostatic force is what holds atoms together, which creates solids, which creates matter, or everything that we know in this universe. That is the importance of electrostatics right there.
Now let's talk about one of my favorite applications of electrostatics, lightning. So whenever you have a thunderstorm, inside the storm cloud, there are ice crystals that flow up and down in the turbulent air, and they collide with each other and exchange electrons. And this leads to a separation of charge where the top of the cloud is positive and the bottom of the cloud is negative. Once the negative charge has built up high enough in the bottom of the cloud, it grows attracted to positive charges on the ground below. And eventually you see a magnificent display of electricity and light.